This is Mad Apple Extreme, live from the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company in Appleton, Wisconsin. Get ready for the extreme in pool entertainment. Welcome to the King of the Hill.
All right, that gets me fired up right there.
That's fun, isn't it?
Yeah, it is fun. We got a great match for everybody, so I hope you guys are ready to hold on and see a whole lot of good shooting tonight, I think.
It's fireworks tonight, I think. I'm excited about this one.
Me too. It's going to be an amazing match.
Chris G, you want to go out there and get those guys started?
Sure do.
So, in case you don't know, you are now watching Mad Apple Extreme presents King of the Hill Championship. We've got the current king, Little John L.J. Fields, and challenger, homeboy, Mason Cook. They're both homeboys, really, aren't they? Both from right here. And this is going to be an exciting one. I know Mason is in high spirits.
All right,
and you can tell he's smiling, he's joking around, which is good.
All right, here goes the leg, guys. Let's see who puts this down. Mason looks pretty quick, but maybe.
All right. I do have some information. We are playing with the 3 foul rule, so this will be 10 ball BCAPL rules. Jump cues allowed. 3 foul rule is enabled. The rack, all you have to have is the 1 and the 10. Race to 18. Cue ball fouls only. I think I covered it.
Yeah, nice. Okay, so I think this is going to be a great match. I know, so I'll get it out of the way right away. Obviously, one of these players is my kid, who I'm very excited for. He's been playing some really good pool. And obviously, we all know how Johnny can play and does play and has been playing.
Yep.
So I just think this is going to be a fun match to watch. They're both very aggressive, great players. So it'll be kind of fun watching the new against the old.
Yeah.
Not to call Johnny old, but...
No. They still call him Little John, don't they?
Yeah, correct.
Well, Little John won the lag. And in his previous match, breaking really, really accurately. Not necessarily making a lot of balls on the break, but just watch how he controls the cue ball. Well, slipped away that time. Sometimes that gives you a better result.
Take a look at the overhead here as it comes to a stop.
10-ball break. 10 balls automatically respotted. It's not like 8 ball. You don't have a choice to re-break them again, do you? In 10 ball.
Well, Beavis, my dad used to say you can wish in one hand and... Well, never mind. I won't tell you what my dad used to say, but there are jump cues, and it is a 3-fall, although I kind of tend to agree with you. Nice shot there by Johnny.
Well, not really. He did not want to make that that one.
Oh,
ball.
I didn't see that. I'm sorry.
Yeah. You would think he would have known that was a possibility and was trying to play position on the 2.
Oh, first games. That's how these feel all the time, I think.
I'm sure he was trying to play position on the 2.
There's a nice kick. He's going to come out of this. Oh, boy. Look at that. Jeez. It's a bit unfortunate, probably.
Wow. Did he find that tiny window?
Absolutely.
That ball-sized window by the 5 ball? Well, that answers that question.
Yeah, so, guys, make sure you get out there and share this thing. I think it's going to be a pretty quick match here. I think both these guys are aggressive and will come out firing at us.
Now, Mason does typically play very fast, but...
this is a little quick for him.
It's quicker than normal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is he trying to make a statement? Or the blood is rushing. Well, this is a ridiculously quick clearance here.
No. Not to get critical, but that's a little short, you know. He'll recover. He should. Nice little stun there to hold that ball back.
Well, that
was quick work there.
We didn't have a time to say anything while he was shooting that way.
All right.
That was mind-blowing. And I've always thought that, people love to watch these players and learn. But when a player plays as fast as Mason, it's very difficult to learn because you never get a chance to think, oh, how would I have played that? What angle do you want on that next ball? He processes it and thinks so quickly.
So just to show you, and I wasn't even thinking there would be scores there, we do have Chris G is working hard out there for us. He's going to give us the play-by-play here in the numbers anyway. So for unforced errors, balls on the break and run, and safeties played. So it played a big part, I think, between Duncan and Johnny, those numbers. So we're going to have that going for you tonight, so keep an eye on that. We'll catch up to chat here in just a couple of minutes. Got a lot going on here in the first part of these matches. So.
And Chris G's keeping score of all that, is he?
Yeah, yep, absolutely.
Okay. I thought I saw him put his thumbs up and run off somewhere, but he's still back there, is he?
All right, Beavis said he's liked our new intro, checking in from Oregon. Nice to see you, buddy. He's been here every week, so great to see. Mike Gaines, thank you for sharing. Hard week of work. Looking forward to watching some pool. Good. Good to see.
And Mason is exuding a huge amount of confidence here.
See how he's breaking there. Pay attention. Did you see that, what he was using? We're going to go back to that. It's a good break. I hate to go back to a replay even here. I might miss the run.
That's crazy. They both played almost the same break. They both... The cue ball...
Here, take a look real quick. Look at Mason's bridging hand.
Oh, he's using a bat bridge.
Yeah, and he really likes that. He's been really excited about that kind of... Oop. Sorry, guys. Oh, yeah. See, proverbial miss straight in. You get another chance to run.
Yeah.
You just had a really...
Little John's going to take his time and work out every single shot. And he's going to make Mason suffer in his chair for the next however long it takes him to do this. Little John knows that this is not a speed contest. All that matters is who wins the rack. Thought the interesting thing about that break, it was almost the same as Little John's. They both made the 10 ball. They both didn't quite hit the pack square and kind of went closest to the side pocket. Both of them flirted with the side pocket. And they both made the 10 ball. What's up with that?
I should probably wait and see how he breaks, how he breaks in this match. But I will say I did kind of tell him where he should break from. I think I got something figured out on these diamonds. So Johnny going to go to a safety here.
Creeped out.
A little bit. He's going to give Mason the edge of this ball, but he is shooting over the top of the 8 ball, so it's going to make the safety a bit tougher.
Well, he better go get his bat bridge again.
Well, the thing for Mason, this cue is so long for him. He can have no problem hit those balls. That's a pretty solid safety. He gave Johnny plenty of room to jump, but I don't think he's got a clear line. So, yep. Princess, how are you? Lisa Heckman in the house.
Lisa, our number one fan.
Sean Wilkes, 7. Is that how many seconds it took to run that first rack? Pretty close.
About the same time as it's going to take for Little John to get his cue out of the bag. He's going for his jump cue now.
Yeah. I can't chat and game was over.
Looks like the jump shot's the only good option here, really. Cue ball, the one ball surrounded by other balls. And it looks from your vantage point, Kendall, if you look right at the table, the one ball does have a clear path to the pocket.
Oh, it'll go by there, yep.
Yeah,
so he's playing the 1,
he's just going to call the 1.
John's an accurate jumper. I mean, he's definitely... And 3 balls sitting right there, you're going to come out good, so he can really just focus on making this ball. He doesn't have to think about shape, really. Oh, and it didn't even hang up. It came back out.
Somewhat unfortunate. He hit it pretty good.
So now this shot, Mason has to get back to business, not rush like he did on that second opportunity at the table. So he's got to make sure he takes his time here, gets out, and shows that he's not going to do that for the rest of the match.
Yeah. And it's always a blight of a quick player. When they get out, it just looks amazing. When they miss, everybody wants to say, hey, slow down, buddy. But that's not necessarily the right advice. But most importantly, you have to make sure you see and focus on every shot. It doesn't matter if that's quick or slow. You don't pull the trigger until you've actually really seen it in your mind. Got
to hold this just right. He's just going to slide over to the side rail and back for the 3. And comes up high like that. That was a perfect hit.
Yeah, that's nice. He'll like this angle on the 3 ball where he can go around the table.
Yeah, he's going to come just short of the side pocket and roll up between the 6 and 9 is my guess here.
Yeah, the 9 and 8 are kind of
right.
He
came all the way around. Look at that shot.
He played it square. That was nice.
Yeah, I didn't.
And this gives him another nice angle. Because otherwise he'd have ended up straight on the 4.
So the same kind of shot.
So those 2 shots are very sophisticated, and it would take a lot of us a long time to figure out where that cue ball was going, but it's a very crowded middle of the table.
Can't do that, though. Yeah. Look at this. Safety? Yeah, he can't do that. He's got it. So that's where you got to slow yourself down just a little bit. You get excited. You make a really couple of perfect shots to get shape, and then you dog the 5. You know, I mean, Mason knows better, and he'll correct himself for that. But Johnny is definitely going to take advantage. I can say that.
Yeah.
It's just a matter. Whoever gets their break going here and gets in a true rhythm, you know, Mason's. I mean, I can tell Mason's about to snap off, but he can't keep missing balls like that, or Johnny will punish him for it. Johnny's got a lot of experience behind him.
Yeah. Now against a lot of players, Mason blowing through the first rack like that's intimidating, but that's not going to have any effect on Little John. I don't think.
No, it will have an effect for sure. It's going to tune him in. And that's, I
Right.
mean, that's the danger if you start missing balls. And we're only in the second rack here, so by no means am I trying to persecute Mason too much here because we've all been there. But it really is going to come down to whoever gets their break working the best and really gets in that rhythm. And they're both capable, as you can see already, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be an amazing match. It could be a blowout either way.
Yeah, you should be sharing this match all day long.
It's going to be a difficult one to call this. I mean, everybody's going to rooting for a close match. Some people are going to say that John's going to take it easily. Some people are going to say Mason is, but it is win a break.
Yeah, absolutely.
I knew Mason would pick 10 ball because he's the challenger, so he picked the game. When Little John first challenged, he picked 9 ball because he felt he had an advantage in the break in 9 ball. And he thinks that gave him a much better chance of breaking and running a few, which he did.
Yeah, since we're on Johnny's break, let's just get over and we'll talk a little bit about him. Good break there. He's got good shape on the one. But did he make a ball? No, he didn't.
No.
Well, so Johnny's 7-16. He's 43 from Appleton. Jacoby Black. Mason opting for the safety here. Tip choice for this week is Sib, and you can only exclusively get that through John Fields Enterprises. It's a joke.
Yeah.
30 years playing.
No,
favorite game is Banks. Favorite player, Larry Neville, of course. The one, the only, the late, the great. All right, Johnny back up to the table here now for the kick at that one. And he's not going to be happy about that because I think he left Mason straight in. However, just to give my kid a little bit of a hard time, he did just miss one about this straight in on that second rack. So he's got to get down and focus right now. Come back here for the 2 ball right between this 3 and 4. Well, geez, he just plays so much smarter than I do.
Yeah,
that shot.
I mean, that's fantastic, isn't it? It's very.
I haven't watched this kid play in a long time, to be honest. Like, really watched him play.
And he did go on a tear where he was going down and playing against all the pros. Within the last year or so, he was played in the Derby City.
Yeah.
And he played in the US Open. And he went to England and played in the World Championships. And what we really need to do is slow down the footage and edit it. On everybody else's matches, you do the highlights and make it shorter. But
just
on
how
Mason's,
easy he played that around there.
we need to study these positions a little longer to see how sophisticated it is. But you're right, that first draw shot that he just played to start this run, drawing in between those 2 balls.
Yeah.
And that one there, look at that.
He's just slightly
he's
out
a
of
little
line
bit off
on
the
everything, so it's making him have to really get creative, we'll say. Yeah, hung one. So you can't keep getting out of line, you know what I mean? He knows it. I mean, again, that's where he's matured further than I have in my game. And he's taught me some stuff because of the experiences that you were talking about, some of the same stuff Johnny did. I mean, Johnny went on the road with Malcolm and played and just got seasoned, Yeah. I mean, that's why you're going to see both these guys probably catch a gear here. What's going on, Connie? How are you? Thanks for sharing, guys. Make sure you get out there, share this match. You're going to see some high-powered playing all night here by these 2 guys. Some of the best bar box 10 ball you're going to see, probably. Well, at least around these here parts.
Yeah. I think that's fair to say.
Does he come down for the side pocket here? It's possible. No, he did stay up high for the corner. It's got kind of a funny angle here. This draws... Well, maybe it draws straight, but I feel like it draws into the 10 if you draw center pocket, but I think he's got enough room to hold it over. Oh, no, he went forward, so he must not have. It's a good shot. All right, couple missed opportunities here by Mason, who's going to give Johnny a 2-1 lead here after he cuts this ball in the corner. So, good job there. Take a look at Johnny's 10 ball here again. I want to thank everybody again for joining us here tonight. We really appreciate you coming in and sitting with us to watch this match. Make sure you chime in the chat here. We're happy to talk to you. Redmond, how are you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Make sure you guys are going over and liking and following. Get over to our YouTube page. Let's build that thing up. It's how we keep these things running for free, not to mention our sponsors that keep flashing on the screen. So make sure you pay attention a little bit to that. There's time between shots to look.
Not much.
Yeah, not here, right?
Let's see if he controls his cue ball. Yeah, scooting off sideways every time. The last match he played, he was stopping the ball in the middle of the table.
That is a heck of a break right there. I mean, if he gets that thing rolling.
And another 10 ball on the break. That's 3 10 balls made in 4 breaks. And Mason has been in charge of every rack so far.
So as we speak about sponsors, we got Cutthroat Q Sports up as our up overhead table sponsor again. Johnny's taking a look. Going to take a second here on this shot. Make sure he makes the right choice. All right, going to the one in the side or playing safe. I'm not sure which.
Yeah, it's a tricky angle. I've seen him slice them in from this thin angle into the side pocket before, and I expect he's going for the pocket.
What's up, Jason? Good to see you, buddy. Jason Roselle chiming in.
Can you tell if the 5 ball goes past the 7 there, Kendall?
I believe it does.
Into the corner?
Yeah, it looks like it does. That's a good shot. So if the 5 does go, he's got a pretty good run here. The 9-10 actually became the problem, so he might have to try and nudge it right here even.
Yeah, and isn't there some rule you're not supposed to spot those yourself?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these guys respect each other. I mean, honestly.
Yeah, I'm not saying he did anything, but there's a reason for that you have your opponent spot it, and then you have to approve it.
So badly wrong.
But it's not.
What is LJ listening to? Well, us, of course. What else would he be listening to?
Yeah, that would just put him off.
If I was to guess, it's 80s music, and I believe if you look in his profile, it says that. Anything 80s. He's a big Michael. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't Michael Jackson.
I bet he's listening to Eminem.
So here, let's ask Johnny. Johnny, what do you think?
If anybody's watching, just peep in here. Just say hi.
Just say hi. That's our very own Johnny Fields at the table right now.
Talking while he's shooting. How amazing.
Yeah.
Without moving his lips.
We recorded that off of one of the bank pool tournaments when he climbed up in here and might have had 1 or 2 Miller Lights. Calls a 5, and
so what was he playing there? Was he kissing the 7 in or cutting the 5 that way? So that meant that the 5 ball didn't go past the 7.
Yeah, that's like a coin flip, kind of.
You didn't get a replay on that shot, did you?
They're both listening to... I didn't, I'm sorry. I should have. Mason choosing...
So just leave himself a nice angle. Look, he's showing you the angle he wants on the 8 so that he can roll the 8 in the side pocket and play a delicate little tap on the 9 ball, I think.
Mark Anderson, we are more than happy to keep these streams coming. We really want to. We want to keep building these matches, getting better and better players for everybody to enjoy here on Friday night. Let's make it the strongest stream there is. All these new...
All right. Well, that looks pretty close to the line he picked. And if you pick the right line, it becomes a natural shot, but I don't think it is. I think if you follow that ball, he's got to stun it a little bit, doesn't he? Get it a little wider. I think it's...
Got a couple other...
I don't think this is just a simple rolling shot, is it?
No, I don't. He may even think to go and play safe if he...
Doesn't the 9 go in the same pocket? Oh, look at that.
That's well hit. And he... Look at this. I mean, he ended up about as good as he could on that shot.
Yeah.
You know?
Still a tester here.
Call it luck, call it skill. You hit that ball really solid and deserved to get something, I guess. So.
Well, he's give himself a chance. This ball will
Yeah,
tell you.
he's got to settle in. Boy, I tell you, that was a good bank there.
That wiped his feet before it went in.
I would say so. But those are the things you need to start going right for you. You know, I mean, those are the transitional pieces sometimes.
Well, he needed that ball to drop, and it
He
did.
did, yeah. 2-2.
So I'm fascinated to
Race
watch
18.
this break again. Yeah, you can see his tool, break tool. And there's no rule against that, is there?
No,
Using
not at
any
all.
kind of bridge on the break. Bridge or bridge head.
Even if there was a rule, unless Johnny said something
Now, I
about it
saw
in
him
this
practicing
particular match.
at the beginning of the day. Wasn't using it at that point. So what happened?
No, he was.
He was?
actually. Yeah, the whole time.
Oh, okay.
What he said he likes about it is he said normally when he breaks hard and he comes through and he's just using his hand, your hand naturally comes forward and lowers. So you kind of crush it forward
Okay.
when you push through.
Your bridge hand kind of gets crushed forward.
Yep. So what he's saying is that doesn't allow that to happen, so the cue stays running straighter.
Wow, I love that. I
at
haven't
that
seen anyone
level.
else ever do that.
Well, and he had it working. I don't know if he's going to make one here. But I don't think he wants to either.
There's your safety break.
Yeah. Need a little of that to win, too. All right, who are we watching over there with the coffee? Let's take a look at this overhead quick, see what Johnny's left with. Big old mess. And the problem is it's wide open, so if you do give up a shot here, there's a lot to do. A lot of options.
Yeah, wide open for a good player.
I believe that's Rayanne. What's going on? How are you?
Nothing.
Ray from nowhere says, young Brett Favre used to fire his first couple of passes high every game and then settle down. I think Mason will be fine.
Yeah.
I believe if he would have rattled that 9 in the side like he almost did, he probably wouldn't be as fine.
No, that's for sure.
But he did manage to get that one to drop. So, like I said, those are what you need. So
Tied up
John's got a
2-2.
push option, obviously.
Yeah, it's tough. Where do you put it where you just don't leave an easy one ball?
We might want to explain that. Somebody might not know what
Yeah,
that means.
so push out immediately after the break. You can call to play a push out, and if you do, he can drive the cue ball anywhere. He doesn't have to hit anything. But the incoming player, Mason, is then going to have the choice to whether to play the next shot or make Little John play it. So you don't want to leave it easy, but you don't want to leave it too tough either, because that looks like a...
I don't even think Mason flinched. I think he handed
He
this
didn't even
right
have
back
to get
him.
up.
I like the shot Johnny set for this. I mean, I think he
just wanted to get...
just enough so he could get to the rail here. Yeah.
And so he could hit the full ball.
Oh, it's not going to be happy about
That's
that.
a really tough shot, though, isn't it? To feel good about that. He couldn't play to a jump shot because he knows Mason jumps really well.
Got to pay attention here. The 2 to the 3 transition is a little bit tricky, to be honest with you. Unless that 2 goes past the 4, but I don't think it does.
I wish we could push pause and chit-chat about some of these racks. You know, we're missing so much detail here, but it's just the concept of playing that push out there. I think it was interesting. It's a difficult choice where to push out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, by far not an easy choice for him to do, and I think he gave it the right shot.
Because he couldn't go anywhere
needed to
and
hit
leave
it
a shot on the
there.
1 because the 1 was so close to the pocket. He didn't have access to the bottom rail, which would have not left a shot on the 1, except for a bank shot. And he didn't dare really leave an easy jump shot because Mason would have been favourite to make it.
This is the shot here. He may play safe here. You may see him opt out of this shot because it's brutal, and that's exactly what he did.
Good call.
Yeah. John Mager, what's going up? Going on. I was reading his "What's Up, Sharks."
What's up, Sharks?
So I said, "What's going up?" Bill Nye the Science Guy is sitting at the bleachers. Yeah.
Let's have a look. Who's he talking about?
Well, we can take a look from the side. That's a good angle for this jump shot, anyways. I got the hit, so that's.
And he kept the balls on the table, which is often tough.
And he might have hooked. Did he hook him or did he give him to him? Let's take a look.
The overhead view will tell us.
Well, there we shall go. Oh yeah, straight in.
Left him nice.
Yeah, so he's just going to roll up a little bit here for the 3. The thing I notice, Mason doesn't hit anything roll speed anymore.
Stun run throughs.
Everything stun run through and stroke, which is a big difference, especially when you fine tune that part of the control. It makes, for one, the game more fun.
And it gives you once you're able to control that, it gives you a massive sort of boost and increase in your ability to feel confident about where you're putting the ball.
Yeah, I agree. So that one he did stroke, so that's a different scenario. You know, when you have to get a rotation shot in.
Yeah,
so that was the same as this shot. This shot you'll see a lot slower shot from him because I think he's going to try and spin it in. He didn't get it, but he got lucky here. He got far enough down. I think he did get it.
You think he was trying to bump into those balls?
I think he was trying to roll forward further there. Yeah, for sure. But that's one of those shots you don't want to miss the ball either. You know, so your tendency is to let off just enough to make sure you're confident you're going to make it.
And that was a well-struck shot from the rail.
Yeah, and he's got a pretty good angle here still, even though he was a little limited.
It's another tester, though, isn't it, this one? These shots are easy to miss.
Harold Micheloni, how are you, my friend?
Hit it in the heart of the pocket again.
Hill Thriller, says Jason White. We'll see what happens.
He's digging down, so he thinks he can draw back past the side pocket.
She did. Got a little bit of a stroke angle here. He's going to... he's got a little trouble here, actually.
The 10-ball kind of is weird, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
10-ball comes into play with this angle going around the top of the table.
Just got to really make sure you make this ball. You know, this is... Yeah, see, he didn't even...
There's the 10-ball. Missed
no
it.
problem. Good rotation on that shot to get it high enough around the 10.
Now you got to bear down and make these. You've done all the tough parts. You've got what seems like a gimme, but it's not.
Yeah, this is definitely one you just got to get down and roll into the pocket, just like that. You don't want to overhit that ball.
He's shaking his head. Look at that. He's laughing to himself and shaking his head after that.
Well, because he feels like he's out of line. You know, he's short on that ball. You got to understand where us cooks come from. We're perfectionists, eh? I mean, he has been so critical of his own game to a fault. I think that it's held him back up until this point. But now,
it's also what's got him to where he is. You know, it's a certain attitude, isn't it?
Yep.
He's never been that happy. He doesn't. You know, he doesn't play pool for fun.
Well, he does now, I think, and I think that's a big part of it. You know, I mean, he's understanding that the fun is perfecting it. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying he's rattled some balls here. He's got a long ways to go. You know, but he knows it, and he's willing and committed now, which is something I never saw out of him. He played off a raw talent. Now he's
look at that cue ball stop, Dad. Can you replay that?
Yeah, did he make one? Yeah, that was a
that
killer
cue ball
break.
just popped up in the air, vertically straight up, and fell straight down and didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, well, again, I would flash away to the replay of the break, but I'd be afraid to miss the first half of the rack.
Yeah, we can wait while he's racking the next one to replay the break.
Maybe. He's got to get that rattle curse out of his head, you know what I mean?
Well, and this ain't a gimme because of the 6-ball. He's got to come up with a plan. And he's shooting, so it sounds like he's got his plan figured out. He's got to somehow, from the 5-ball, he's going to shoot the 4 and get a nice angle on the 5. Oh, he takes it.
I don't prefer the angle he's got here.
Well, he just looked down, and that tells me he's just planning on playing the 6 past the 7.
Yeah, I just don't like that angle because because of this. I mean, look at where he ended up here.
Yeah. And yet, if he wants to get straight on the 6 ball, this is not how to do it. You may change your plan and shoot the 6 in the other direction, the long way. Striking that 10 ball is not going to help you. And an awkward bank shot.
Yeah, I don't know if you cross this or if he's just going to... Okay, yep, one rail.
He's called the corner.
A smarter shot. Doesn't necessarily sell the farm, depending on how it's hit. Because he can come off that short rail. Yeah,
Well,
he
sold the
kind of
farm.
still sold the farm, yeah. But
Thin cut on the 6.
that's what happens. The 6 was the problem the whole time there, and he just honestly got out of line on the 4 on that run.
The 4.
He needed a better...
And often when you break down, it is consecutive shots, and you'd say that's 3 mistakes in a row. The position from on the 4, how he shot the 5 and hit the 10 was, didn't have to do that. And then, of course, he still had a chance to bank that 6 ball in.
How I like to say those racks, where they just keep getting worse. You better pull the car in the garage pretty quick because the wheels are about to fall off.
The wheels are about to fall off,
You better get there soon.
And that's when your spidey sense has to allow you to stop and think about it for a minute.
Yeah.
We don't want to keep telling him to slow down. I'm definitely not going to tell him to slow down. And it's not just about speed. But sometimes when your spidey sense goes off and you realize you're in a difficult, awkward position, a little extra ponder may not hurt.
All right, here we go. That's
Now you can replay that.
Terrific play by
Mason's
Johnny.
break is a shame because he broke
did
the
you
balls
see
he gave
Johnny
him.
break in the 9-ball week? He stuck that cue
Yeah,
ball
he was stuck in the
literally
cue ball, yeah.
every single time. Johnny's problem is he kept having
Do you have
balls
that
come
one or
through and kick it. What do you want?
You're going to replay Mason's break.
Oh, I can do that.
Yep.
Here we go, real quick.
Just
Mason did not
watch
win.
the-
This is a
watch the cue
replay
ball.
of Mason's last break that he lost the rack.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, it did just stop there, so Johnny's taking a little while to rack here. We even replaced the spot. We made sure it was dead on. This table's about due to be refelted also anyways. But we're about to get new ones, so.
Yeah, we cleaned it off. We vacuumed it,
Let's see.
brushed it off. Check the tightness on all the rail bolts so that the bank's bank right.
Oh, so are you? So let's see, Beavis. Are you saying that to correctly spell my name the proper way for the pronunciation of Koch is with the umlauts? Is that umlauts? The 2 dots on top?
I think you just do it the English way. C-O-O-K
No,
would do it, wouldn't
it's
it?
ridiculous. So Johnny's cue ball, not where it was for 9-ball for him. Did he make a ball, or is that a good safety break?
Yeah, he made a ball.
Okay. Take a look at this overhead
Yeah,
because
so
it's
this
kind of a mess, but I think you're going to see a safety out of this right away. Yeah, I would guess.
I don't know about that. I suppose it's... Yeah.
Yeah,
why
good
not?
shot. Uh-oh. Careful. Yeah. I saw that coming, too. I'm like, holy cow, it's going to get right through that hole.
Yeah, and he would like to have hit it. Regarding getting the cue ball closer to the 5 and 6, you'd like to hit it harder. But, of course, the 1 ball didn't let him do that.
So Mason back with a safety here. Left a pretty good jump shot here for Johnny, or even off the rail, possibly.
Yeah,
it's not a great safety.
not a tough hit. Steve Matoxin from Pisha has just walked in the door carrying a box, which I
more
imagine
cues.
he's looking for me.
Well, too bad. He'll
He's
have
got
to
some
find
kind
you later. You're a little busy. He knows you got stuff going on tonight. Going to see some safeties here with as messed up as this rack is. Little chess match going to go. 3-3 on this match to 18 in our King of the Hill match.
Yeah, and that's a better safety.
Got Mason, the Stone Mason Cook, playing up against everybody's in Wisconsin, Midwest knows, Mr. Little John, Johnny Fields, LJ. About 80 other aliases to keep people from knowing you're playing the guy that's playing as good as he was and does.
Yeah, there's probably quite a few Little Johns out there, isn't there, including a rapper. And obviously,
There's another pool player named Little John,
Is there?
too, I think, yeah.
not to mention...
Somebody chime in if they know who that is. But there's another gentleman they call Little John.
Little John and Robin Hood riding through the forest.
Are you really singing right now? I mean, not really, but...
I wouldn't call it that, no.
Right.
Meanwhile, back on planet Earth.
Oh, nice. See, I've had that name for 52 years, and I never knew that.
He's playing another safety because...
Yeah, they are playing 3 fall.
Ah.
So this...
And that's 1.
Yeah. Did Johnny fall before? He's not on 2 now.
No, I think he's on 1.
All right.
So and there wasn't a good run there. I mean, look where the 4 ball is, even if he did have a shot on the 3. So he's got a very reasonable 1-rail kick, which he's going to want to hit.
This ball.
If he doesn't, he could be in trouble.
Yeah, but he'll hit it. Oh, yeah, that would have been the other option. He could have scratched.
Off and scratched, yeah. So leaving a shot on the 3 ball isn't the end of the world because of where the 4 ball is.
Harold Micheloni, thank you very much for the like and the share. Thank you, guys. Make sure you're out there doing that for us. We didn't... Well, that didn't come on.
We should probably replay that one, or at least capture it. It was a bold effort to whack into those balls, and he did hit them.
That's the problem. So he's just got to get a good hit for sure here. You don't want to give up ball in hand. I tell you, he showed me a video earlier. He was messing around in the 9-footer. He kicked like 3 balls that were just ridiculous right in a row and got out of the rack. So I wouldn't put it past him to possibly make it. Not today, though. Look at this.
He got it.
Look at that.
And did he freeze on the 10? Mason offers his hand in apology, so that answers that question. Like, that's a thing that came from England and snooker, isn't it?
Johnny's got a shot here at safing him back, though, and getting a little bit of a break. He's got to hit it really good, and maybe I'm wrong because maybe he can't see far enough to the right, but if you hit this good and you hit into the 10, clipping the 6, leaving the 6 there, cue ball heads up table, 4 balls you're on down table.
You're talking about safety?
Yeah, and the 9's there too, so there's a possibility for that. So he's going to call safe. He's going to kick off that side rail. See, he knows. I mean, you got to get such a good hit here coming off that rail and off the 4, not to hit the 6. Is the big part. Yeah, just like that. I mean, he hit that really good. He saw it. He left Mason a jump shot. But he saw that shot perfect, and that's what he played. Maybe he played longer like that because of the 9 and where it was, so he might even played it more perfect than I think.
No, I haven't read the Mason's player profile yet, but I'm pretty sure. I'm just about to say Mason likes jump shots. I'm going to check if that's what he wrote. But
Andrew Bundy, thank you for the like
well.
and share. Well, not good enough on that one, but did he get away? No, he didn't. He's going to sell it out. So Johnny looking like he could take the lead here to go to 4-3. Race to 18. 10 ball tonight. Got a $250 entry fee per player here for our King of the Hill match that we run every Friday here at the Mad Apple Xstream. Oh, bumping balls.
Mason didn't fill out his player profile yet.
Yeah, he did.
It's all blank.
Oh, he didn't fill any of it out.
Well,
yeah, he did.
That's the last
I can answer most of those anyway.
Yeah,
so
well, he likes his jump cue, doesn't he?
Yeah. All right, Johnny looking good here. You got to... I don't know if he's going to try and stay there for the side pocket or try and come back on it. Yeah, he stayed there, but careful. Uh-oh. That might not be good.
It's pretty close to straight on
Let's
this.
take a look from the overhead. I don't know if he is. I don't know if he can... Oh, yeah, he can see it. I thought he got hooked up on the 9 a little bit, but he does have a window to go forward through there. It's tight. He's looking, I can tell you that.
You're right. He's just called a bank shot.
Yeah, that's really tight there. Better shape on the bank. Oh, man. And if you look at his favorite game, it's bank pool, and there's a reason, because he's a great banker. So I'm really surprised he didn't make that straight in on the 8. If that ball would have, just not quite jawed the way it did.
Yeah. This is a touchy shot, isn't it?
I think he's going to roll across table, but he did come back. Just like that's the stuff that just reminds me of when I was younger, and I think the only word I can describe it as is fearless. You just have so much confidence in the way that you're hitting that ball. I can't hit it that hard anymore with the same type of accuracy. It's a little touchy.
Yeah, he's kind of in between here. Oh.
Yeah.
He kind of cheated the pocket a little bit too much. Trying to slow the cue ball down.
Johnny's going to take advantage of that all day. I mean, he hit it good, but he was off on the 9 ball to get, his shape on the 9 wasn't great. So had to force something for the 9. So we're going to watch Johnny get to the 4 ahead of him. Thank you guys for getting out there and sharing. We really appreciate it. We are here at Mad Apple Extreme. I'm joined in the booth by my very good friend, M.H. Penglaze.
Hello, thank you.
25, 26, something like that.
Who's
years.
counting?
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All I know is I saw a picture of you. When was it from?
Like
it
10
was
years
from
ago on Facebook.
No, it was from Magnet,
Oh.
beginning of Magnet days.
Yeah, when I was thin.
You were like skinny and young.
Mhm.
What happened
I
to
know,
us?
I got old.
Yeah.
Time. Cobwebs appear all over.
All right, 4-3. We got John Fields taking the lead over Mason. And let's see. I think for the most part they both have their break figured out. I mean, after Johnny's last break, he made a lot of balls. I think that was the one that was tied up a little bit, but they're both making balls on the break. So just figure out a little bit of control for the 1 or the cue ball, or a little bit of both. And I think we're going to see some more runouts here. This would be a good example.
Yeah, that opened up great. He did. He controlled that cue ball nicely. It didn't get to a rail.
I'm going to go on record saying I believe that John Fields is out of this rack.
The world is his lobster.
Is that how it goes?
Something like that. Some kind of seafood.
Great break. I mean, it really was. Hit that perfect. Cue ball's kind of in the middle of the table. 1 ball just missed the side and headed down to the corner.
And
so
the tempo was just sort of in the
ideal.
way. If the tempo wasn't there, this would be much more automatic.
Yeah, exactly.
He accurately brushed the edge of the 10 ball there, or got close.
This is where he is a little out of line. He's going to have to work here a little bit for the 6. It's not a great line. 9 ball's just in the wrong spot, so if he goes forward, he takes in danger of running in and getting in trouble with
Hitting into
either
the
the
9,
8 or
yeah.
the 7. If he's going, or the 9, he could come, But I think he's thin enough that he would miss the left side of that 9 ball. But this is a little touchy, so let's see what he does with it. Yeah, he hit that perfect. Oh, see, this was the one I was
Now
worried about.
8 ball's coming into play.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of. Did it? Hard to
Nope.
tell.
He's okay. He
He's
survived.
got it. Oh, yeah. Nice shot.
Wow.
Well, and that was the danger, too, so. Mason's got to be careful here. You don't want Johnny to start feeling confident, start getting some of those rolls like that. Mason plays pretty good under pressure, so I'm not too worried about him yet, but he's got to stop rattling those shots.
Backwards and forwards across the table.
Great shot.
2 shots in a row.
Ooh, put it right on the
A
rail.
little grimace he gave.
Yeah, I mean, he can make this ball, no problem, but hate to have to. Shot. So taking him 5. It's the first 2-game lead we got in the match. Mason leaving 3 hangers, I think, so far.
Yep.
Well, let's take a look.
There's been
I
a few.
haven't-
Yeah, there's been a few unforced errors from both of them.
Yeah, I think
What is that?
Mason's are going to
Let's
be a
have a
lot
look at that.
higher because. All right, so here we go. Balls on the break. We got John Fields with 9. Mason made 5. Unforced errors. Johnny's got 1 more than Mason. Well, that's hard to. Safeties played. Mason 4-3.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Break and run. Johnny's the only one with the break and run. He just got it, as a
Yeah.
matter of fact. So that was a 0 right before this game. So great job over there by Chris G, even though he can't hear us. That man sits in front of a computer more than anybody on the earth. So when I asked him to go sit in the back room by himself in front of a computer, he said, no, I'll sit out and enjoy people for a little while. But obviously keeping great track here for us. Wow, did you see that ball come through and hit that 1 ball? That was crazy. Just take a look at that again once. Just watch the 1 ball. Keep your eye on the 1.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Just gets pounded
And
by
look at
that
the
8 ball
That's why
flying
the 8
around.
ball's
Yeah.
got so much spin. Is it
Yeah.
had a lot of speed and it lost it all to the 1.
Well, see, Johnny's trying to capitalize right away, too. And came out of that okay. You know, it is kind of funny, no matter the level of players, how many times that kind of thing happens. You know, Johnny, if coming to the table not after that run, would he have probably made that ball?
What a great question. Don't know.
Well, this is one heck of a spin if he thinks he's going to get that through there.
Yeah, he's aiming between the gap between the 7 and the 8 here.
Nope, didn't get there.
And the 7 ball, no. The 4 ball is clear. The 7 ball didn't stop it. So the balls are all open. Still got to navigate his way through the traffic. Is he drawing
Off the
in between
around
the 6 and the rail?
Yeah, I think so. Well, careful.
Well, this
No,
is
that's
perfect.
perfect.
Yeah. Almost too good. Too straight. Don't really want to be straight. Just draw back a little bit. Or a lot.
Yeah. Oh, too
Jinx.
much. I don't like that shot. Be okay here.
It's
I
almost
think.
as if you don't want to put that. He had a lot of spin on
Well, if
that
he
ball,
is
and you
okay.
almost want to do it without spin.
Might even think about safety here. Leg it around the 7 ball.
Yeah, because you cut this 4 in and you hit the 10 ball.
Could just go for it, I guess, but I don't care for that very much.
Rolling the dice, and Little John's not one to roll the dice.
Am I
He's-
going to throw Johnny out if he beats my kid? Absolutely not.
He plays so precisely, and I always get the feel that Little John plans absolutely everything. He's not the kind of player to give it a whack and roll the dice, is he?
This isn't 9 ball, thank goodness.
No.
10 ball, so you got to call something. So I think he's going to roll safe here. Yeah.
Yeah. But I was just talking about the position. You know, if you know your cue ball's going into balls, it becomes a little less predictable.
I actually like Mason on this shot.
To make this ball, kick it right past the 9.
Yeah. Well, I got a little bit of a roll. Little different angle. Johnny could come off the end rail and put him behind the 6, but I think that's tough. He's going to have to push it the way he is now. Could play the bank too. It's close. If he wants to get aggressive, I mean, he's up 2 games. Might not be the worst shot. 6 ball is kind of not great anyways, so even if he would happen to not make it, still got to do some work on the 6. See if he calls it. He's calling this ball. He can't resist this shot. 4 ball, 1 rail. Break the 6.
Yeah, cue ball goes up and down table.
There's no great safety here, so
Right.
what the heck? Yeah, see, he can't break the 6 because he's got. Oh,
No,
he
I
did.
did
He
play
won.
safe.
I'm gonna. Wow.
And he got safe, so you really
I
can't
would say.
critique that choice, can you?
No, it's perfect. Again, Mason, with the only advantage you really have here is the fact he's going to call the kick. The fact that that 6 ball is sitting the way it is. Mason, more than anything, just needs to hit this ball.
So this ball does go past the 8 and the 6 if you can get a really accurate strike on it.
It's not a horrible roll. I don't know that he gave Johnny a makeable shot here.
So it's 2 times in a row. He's so close to the 4 that he doesn't have a shot. It may be possible to hit this super thin and play the combination. With a lot of left spin to help it.
Yeah, right. That's a good point. Beavis says get some extra cash from these 2s because obviously Johnny always plays with Jacoby and promotes him, and we're obviously P-Shower people. And
So Pichar
not
versus
that
Jacoby.
I'm not a Jacoby person, but So I like Brandon. They do a nice job with their cues over there. Incredible, really. Try and sneak him
It's tough
behind
to see
the
a safety
7
here, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
You're going to snick off the 4 ball and go where?
Maybe behind the 8. Now he's looking at the combination. Now it'd be exactly for that reason.
Yeah, because you don't have another good shot to choose
Yeah.
from. So he's thin hitting this combination.
A makeable ball. Oh, just didn't quite get the power on it he needed. Mason's really got to make sure he takes advantage here now. He's got to feel a little bit like he's got to get her moving.
So
here.
he's called the 6 right away. That's well done. He knew he had to hit the rail first.
And
So
he
that's
was
exactly how he
fortunate
played
that 4 ball didn't roll to the rail, so it gave him a pretty good shot on this 4 and a chance to get over on the 5. So
Speed control on that shot.
perfect. What he's got to do, he's just got to bear down. So one thing about playing on 9-foot tables all the time is the shot making gets easier, but the position play is a little bit different. Might bring this down for the side pocket. We'll see how he feels about it. He's got a pretty good angle to come back to the side, though, if he'd like.
Yeah,
And
that's
he
what he's
did,
done.
yeah. Hit it well. He's got to make sure he gets this ball in the hole. This is very similar to the one that he just had trouble with before. Got to make sure you make it. He did.
Yeah,
You
to
see
pick
the
a
10
pocket.
ball in the side pocket
Yeah.
here after this, I
I think so, huh?
A little long, but yeah, that's where he was playing. So back to the side pocket, he'll go with it. And get one game within Johnny here. He's going to put this game to 4-5 with that shot. Good job by the Stone Mason. It's been a great match so far. Both these guys playing great. If you guys haven't shared yet, please get out there and do that. That's how we keep these things going for free. It's also how we get players interested in wanting to come and play this thing. It is tough, you know. I mean, you start getting some guys that can play, and there's a select group of guys. That's why we pay for a hotel room if you guys come for a Friday night. It's a kind of a fun experience. We're attached to the Clarion Inn here in Appleton, Wisconsin. And we're a 14,000 square foot scratch-made restaurant and pool room. And we got a pro shop here. The man to my right is the man with the plan in the pro shop.
That's right.
And he makes sure that everybody gets their cue work done and all that kind of stuff. Just jump over here since Mason's breaking. We'll take a look at some of his stats. So 688, so a little bit there below Johnny. He's I screwed up his age. It's just me not trying to get old. He's actually 23. So I put a year young. I make the graphic, and I got his. He's like, Dad, you got my age wrong. But anyway, so 22. 23 is, he's from Menasha. Shoots with the P Shower. We're talking about they are his sponsor. So shoots with the P Shower. He uses the 12.4 Rogue shaft. How tip, which I just discovered, and I really like.
How hard? Yep. Same one I've got on mine.
Years playing 11, so that'd be 12 actually. And favorite game, all of them. Couldn't decide. And he does like one pocket quite a bit. And then favorite player is Fedor Gorst.
So Little John played a push out there. Mason put him back right away. He's got a fairly reasonable rail first shot there. But that came out in Mason's favor.
Yeah, he's going to play safe. He's going to stick him up here on the 10 ball behind the 4. He's going to try and put that 1 ball over on the side rail behind the 8. Yeah. Well, he came out okay. That's not exactly where he was trying to get, but he still left Johnny tough at minimum.
He's Chinese snookered on the 10 ball. And this shot is a real test of stroke.
Yeah.
Seems so simple, isn't it? It's just a longish straightest shot. Just roll it in.
Well, and the problem, and most all good players understand this, but even some newer players might not understand. When you jack up like this, as soon as you start putting pressure down into the slate or into the table, any variance that you have left or right of center of the line of the shot that you're shooting is going to virtually masse or hook every single time. So the higher jacked up you are, the more likely that can happen. So it's just got to be a dead true stroke down through the center of the line of the shot.
Plus, your vision is now not looking. You're looking down at the table, and you're not looking along the line of the shot. So aiming, feels a little bit more like guesswork.
Or you just get really lucky and drill it straight in the hole, and everybody goes. Happens too.
And that was a great shot.
You hit it like that.
Yeah, do a replay on that one because that was that shot looked so simple.
I don't think.
But that was
simple
really
at all.
No, I mean it looked tough. It looked tough to me, but I mean just roll it in. Seriously. It's a straight shot.
That was ridiculous. A little body English on that one. I think he thought he pushed that. Yeah, that was a sweet shot over the top of that ball. We'll go back and look at that. Right now we're busy watching this, though. 3 ball, nice position to the 4. 5 to the 6. You almost want to play the 5 in the corner, I think. I don't think you really want to play the side pocket.
The 8 ball kind of gets in your way that way, though, doesn't
8
it?
8 and the 9, I think. You know, just you're less. I think corner pocket's easier. I think he doesn't agree, and he's the one playing. So we'll listen to him.
This way he can follow forward off the side
He
rail.
doesn't have to do much, does he? I guess that's not that bad of a cut, even if you just come out the other side of the 8 ball here. Right? Yeah, oh, he pushed up. Look out.
With spin.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
Look out. He got perfect.
That was great.
Great shot. And my money's on Johnny is going to go up 2 games again here and have it 6-4 after he takes these 4 last balls down.
It's an interesting little drill here. Got the 9 ball at one end, the 10 ball at the other end.
Yeah, mid-table, both of them.
You got choices here. You could be on either side of the 9 ball here. You can pick any angle you want. So
I like this.
So what angle do you want?
He's going to pull up on this, yeah. Don't get too straight.
That's the one spot, isn't it? He's okay.
Yeah, he's good.
So now he's going to, with this angle, follow it. Oh, no, he's not. He's drawing around.
No, 2 real.
Digging back.
Forward. Careful.
He's okay.
Perfect. All right, going to go up 2 games with pocketing of this 10 ball. Thank you guys for getting out there and sharing the stream. I am Kendall Quickfire Cook, and I am joined in the booth with MH Potting Penglaze, and we got Chris Guntanis, the G-Man.
The G-Man.
Over on the stats, and
he's sitting over there on that table. We call
take a look. He's doing all the work, so we got to take a look and see how much it's changed. So unforced errors, we got 8 for Johnny, 7 for Mason. Balls on the break doubled up by Johnny at 10. Mason only with 5 balls on the break. Broke less though, in fairness. 1 table run, that's by Johnny. Safeties played, they're evened up right now at 5 apiece. So nice job there by Chris G. Good match so far.
Yeah. And like so many great matches, it comes down to the errors. He's stopping the cue ball well now. Not giving it a chance to get to the side pocket or to the side rail. And giving himself a good chance at another run.
Yeah, it's a good break.
This first shot here, he's got to navigate his way around these balls. The 10, the 9, and the 8.
What's going on, Al? Missed a good match so far. It's been great. Cue the Wizard of Oz music. Oh, the Queen is dead. Yeah, I think Kelly Nichols is not playing this week.
I'm in mourning.
Oh, the actual Queen.
The poor old Queen, yeah. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah, I did.
It actually now is the United Kingdom, because before that we really technically were the United Queendom.
So here's the deal, though. My wife really thought that you would make a bigger deal out of that.
Well, I'm keeping it to myself.
Oh.
You know.
She thought that was very unpatriotic, it didn't even seem to faze you.
I'm wearing a black
water off a duck's back.
No, it is to me, but I just don't want to make a big deal about it. But I'm wearing my black armband.
Oh, all right.
And the
there you go.
and the British flag on the other one.
Yeah.
No, it's an end of an era. I think she did a good job navigating her way as the world changed around her and negotiating her relationship with the public.
No, see, now I announce that Kelly's quit. She hasn't. They're talking about the actual queen. I forgot that she had passed away. Well, nothing too out of the ordinary here.
Brief, quick break for a quick shot and a chaser with his beer.
Oh. Yeah, he said he wasn't going to drink any tonight.
Well, sometimes you need just a little bit. I know I like to do tequila when I'm having my matches.
And of course, that's not real. Straight up the rail, maybe a little too straight. But he's going to have to stay on this side of it now, I think, and shoot it in the opposite corner. Which he did perfectly.
Yeah, what great speed control that was.
Almost got to draw this. You could draw this over and push it so that you're doing the obvious pocket, or you could draw it and play short side. I think he's going to draw it pretty. I think he's going to make a statement here, and he's going to.
He doesn't like it.
Yeah, because he's going to. I'm guaranteeing you, he's setting up that he's going to draw this ball bottom right side rail and push over for the 9 in the opposite pocket. Oh, he didn't.
No, he didn't. It was too straight. Just too straight for that. Yeah, it's really
more
wacky.
than
I thought about that.
If it was that straight, he would have just rolled forward. That was tougher than that, even, I think. So a good shot there by Johnny to get recovered, and he's going to actually go up 3 games here in this race to 18. So Mason's got to get her going. But dude, what did we miss here? No offense. The British guy. Who's he? Oh yeah. So no episodes like the last Brewer game I went with you to, right?
No, I'll only be drinking about half as much.
Okay. You didn't even know who you were, I don't think. Well, when they asked you anyways, you didn't know who you were.
No, that can't be true.
Well, see, you can't even prove it.
Well.
It can't be true. It is true. All right. That was definitely a good out there. I like that Johnny's got his Mad Apple Burger shirt that he got last week for playing King of the Hill. You get one there? Just got to get back in control. I think, the biggest mistake you can make in a situation, and I'm not saying Mason will make it because I've seen a lot of experience gained in the last few years with him, is feeling like you have to get out. You just have to stay in control of the table.
Yeah.
And you really just got to kind of get back in the driver's seat. Thank everybody so much for sharing. We appreciate it. Our numbers are going up, so you guys must be doing a great job. If you haven't gotten out there and shared yet, please go and do that. There's a lot of this match left, and these guys both play so great. Look at this. Snugged him against the 7. It's going to be pretty brutal to hit this ball.
Yeah, just got him.
Little shake of the head there by Johnny, knowing that he's hooked in there pretty solid. She doesn't really run anything anyways, right? So there's no anarchy or anything like that. It'll be all right.
Well, technically, she is all powerful. Ultimately, we're not even a democracy. As a monarchy, It's just kind of the same as a dictatorship. And every law that ever comes out of the government doesn't become law unless the Queen, or now King, signs off on it. So according to the letter of law, the monarch is still the ultimate ruler.
So who's the king?
King Charles.
Now it's King Charles.
King
okay.
Charles.
Wow.
And I'm not talking about Charles Barkley. Yeah, and even the new prime minister, could not become prime minister unless the Queen had approved.
All right. So basically, they just got the run of the land.
Yeah, I mean, according to the letter of the law, but in reality, not much, because we do view ourselves as a democracy.
Well, 7 first.
Really?
Yeah,
No.
he hit the 7.
You got a replay on that?
Yeah, I do.
Well,
But
he's
Mason
shooting.
should have walked it, and if he thought it was good, maybe he was good. But I saw the 7 move, I thought. We can take another look as
Well,
he
I'd like to take another
eyeballs
look,
this. Well, maybe it didn't.
It's almost like he tapped it with his cue after the fact.
Yeah, I don't know. I felt like I saw
that
it move.
again.
Maybe it was just the shadow. Well, I want to
Here, let me see this.
get back to the shot here.
Yeah, it might have been the shadow.
It must have been, because it really did to me. It looked like it just flinched over, but that was an incredible shot. I love Massey.
Yeah. Masson.
Mess on, mess off. Plays the 2 down here in this corner. That's a pretty strong shot if that would have went. Mason needs to take advantage of this opportunity given to him and shoot a couple balls in here.
Got to thread the needle here.
Yeah, this is a little tough, but he shouldn't. Yeah. Got a little fortunate, and I don't think he left in the 3 ball, but he's got to pull his head together a little bit.
He takes a rueful glance up here at the commentary box.
Did he? I didn't look.
Yeah.
I'm
As
just
he-
watching the screen. Well, and you can't, what I will say is I've known Johnny long enough to know that that's blood in the water to him.
Yeah.
You got to be careful, I mean, he's got to just maintain his composure here, do everything he can. And that's where I think Mason has improved the most, honestly, over the last year or so, is just in his ability to, even when he's not very happy with what's going on, he stays focused and he just keeps going, so.
Yeah, and LJ had played a really nice little safety there where he came off the rail and played a sort of a stop shot off the rail and gave himself a chance to hook Mason, which he did. Mason got a kick, got a good hit, but he's left a nice open shot.
Yeah, not much work here for Johnny. He doesn't have to do too much because he can make the 4 from just about anywhere down on this end. Just don't. That's about perfect. Float over in the 9 ball area would be my guess.
To play the 5 in the same pocket as the 4.
I think so. Obviously, it's tougher from up here to tell some of these angles. Needs to take that glove off. I might agree with you there.
Yeah, a lot of spin on that shot.
Yeah, he hit it good.
Spin on a soft shot with distance.
It's the thing with rotation pool. The ebb and flow.
Yep.
Shot there. Should be perfect. He's going to come up a little bit, leave himself a little bit of a cut on the 8 just so he can push up to the side rail or just stop it there. He's straight enough. You just didn't want to be short on that shot, so rolls up a little bit. 8 ball and 10 ball on the other side.
Makes it look easy.
Yeah, you just
And
stick in there. What's that? I don't even know. Nick. Stick in there because Mason's got quite a bit of fight in him.
Yeah.
I've seen him down some pretty hefty matches, and he just strings them. This is winter break, too, so.
yeah, that's good and bad, isn't it? Little John's breaking right now, which is good for him.
And he's breaking great.
And if he can snap off a few, that'll be a great time for him. He wants to, absolutely right, twist the knife once it's in and tear ahead.
Yeah, and this is where Johnny's experience, he's got some experience here that definitely helps him.
Yeah, look how he just stops that cue ball.
Yeah, nothing went that time, so.
It's funny that, isn't it? Sometimes the ones you miss hit, you get better action on. But
Bit short on that shot.
yeah. So it's tough to hold for the 4 in the side. So he goes to the other side.
Yeah, that
was
was
a
what I
nice-
figured he was doing.
Yeah, that was a well-controlled shot. Good speed. He's giving himself just a perfect
Should be
little
able
angle
to
to
stop him.
yeah, stopping right there for the 5.
Hey, new subscriber, Lou296. Thank you very much. So see, if you subscribe, you get a fancy little deal up there.
Looking ahead here, he's got the 6, the 7, and then the 8 ball into which pocket?
So he's going to leave an angle on the 7 here so that he can come down the short side on the 8.
Yeah, he's definitely not going to be trying to get on the 8-10 combination.
Well, he might. I tell you, he's a combo kid way more than I ever was. He doesn't mind him.
And with this angle, he still has his choice. He could.
Yeah, he's
go
going to just
anywhere
come
with this,
back for
couldn't
that 8. Yeah, anywhere there he's got to the side pocket or the corner. So he's going to come back this way. Oh, he went to that side.
That's actually quite clever, isn't it? Using both rails to control the speed. Get on the 8.
Well, I like that he played
shot.
to the... boy, oh boy. Just got to stop that. I like that he played to the middle of the table on that shot, though. You know what I mean? Coming out to the middle. Didn't pay off, obviously, but...
Yeah, I mean, and that's it. He's playing the beginning of these racks really well and playing it quickly and instinctively and know what it's like to develop an easy chance for yourself, do all the hard work and end up with an easy finish.
Well, Johnny likes
And then just
finishing
miss it.
strong on shots like this. You know, he'll make a lot of this. Yeah. He's good at turning the knife.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to 9 here, and Mason's really got to compose himself here.
Yeah, Mason's had control in a lot of these racks, and just one error is all it takes to give it back to your opponent. I noticed last time we looked at the stats that Little John was still ahead in unforced errors. I suspect that's not the case now. And Mason's going to take a little step outside.
Yeah, it's good. He probably not a bad idea to get a breath of fresh air. He's definitely in need of it.
Yep.
He's missed some balls tonight, you know.
See if
Oh,
we-
T. Cole says, MH is my idol.
Oh,
Must be
goodness.
somebody you know.
That's very nice of him to say so. Too
Yeah,
cool.
it's probably like a lifelong friend.
It's too cool. I think I can hear Mason yelling from here.
Yeah, probably. He's trying to let it out, I'm sure. Oh. All right. I tried. He said, "Oh, they're discussing whether or not he had a drink there."
Little John's asking if he can keep shooting. I'm sure Mason's not asking him to stop. So
yeah, for sure not.
Yeah. Mason just wanted to sneak out unnoticed, and he'll be right back in. So he makes the ball on the break.
Great break. And he's got a shot at the one.
Got a shot at the one. The two ball might have to get banked if you can. A little awkward on the one ball, isn't it? I think he can just roll this. He doesn't have to scratch. Yeah, and there you can see it clearly. He does have a shot that he can roll into the corner pocket without scratching in the side. And the cue ball's going to be going towards the two ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Mason Cook is back in the building. He's played for the combination. And you couldn't be any better on it, could you? If you're going to play a ball,
no,
if you had
perfect.
ball in hand on that combination, you'd play it there. Oh,
and
it just hangs out.
Just hung.
Now, that's a lifeline to Mason, who has now got a freshly readjusted attitude.
And a piece of gum. That's correct. Robert says shooter has no obligation to wait for his opponent. Correct? That's correct.
Right.
You
especially
technically,
if he didn't ask, hey, we'll take a break, or I've got to go take it, go get a drink or a cigarette or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes you ask your opponent to stop, but he didn't. He just walked out, and so that means it's not really a break. Had to.
Didn't want that to go.
Yeah, and you had to know that was a possibility.
No, he's going to just start firing here, but.
Oh, dear. That's really not going to help his.
That'll work for him.
Oh my goodness,
So
that counts. Now, of course,
that does count.
This is call shot temple, but all you have to do is call the ball and the pocket, and that was the right pocket. So the billiards gods, because that was a painful moment there for Mason after being given that nice chance, having his little break, getting a breath of fresh air, having that nice chance, and then just missing it like that. So to be back in this rack, that was a big fluke.
Huge, yeah. He'll take it. At this point, he'll probably take anything to get something going.
That's the thing about those combinations. It happened earlier with Little John, didn't it? He played that combination and made both balls.
Yeah, it's tough. You got to make sure you hit it just bad enough.
And usually you just know that there's a chance, so you think, well, can I play position on the next ball also at the same time, and then I have my choice.
What a bunch of awesome viewers we got. We're getting up there in numbers, so make sure you guys continue to share. It is how we keep these things running for free, so not asking for cash, although you can donate. And we do, if you do donate money or anything that we make off the ads from YouTube, we actually donate to our youth program here, and we've donated a few items already, so including a $100 donation to Pork's son, Xander, for a shooting cue.
Oh, that's awesome. And he's been playing really well. He's another junior that's been developed at the Mad Apple. And he's somewhat gone unnoticed because of Caden. But Xander is often at these tournaments at the same time, and he plays really tough.
Sorry about that. A little tricky here to get to the three. Might just set for hits. Yeah, that shot. Can't get much better on that ball, I don't think.
Yeah, that shows great knowledge, doesn't it? Coming across those. And now that he got on that 3 nicely, it's picked this open.
It's a good angle here if he can slide off of that 9 ball a little bit. It's tough, but can do it. Let's say 8 goes. 8 might go. He might not have to. No, he doesn't have to.
Does it? It's tough to tell, isn't it? From the overhead view, it kind of looks like it doesn't, but I wouldn't be surprised if I was wrong about that, because that seems to happen. Otherwise, he would have to give himself a nice angle on this 7 to break it out, but looks like he's just shooting to play position on it, so 8 ball goes.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah, he's telling him to slow down. He doesn't want it to keep going.
Yeah, because you don't really want to bump the 9 ball when you shoot the 8. So he's digging down. I think he's just going to draw this. Play the 9 in the same pocket.
Really going to get thank you, Chris, for the super chat. $10 going right to the juniors program. Thank you so much.
Perfect speed to get on the 10.
Good job there by Johnny. Nice
Yeah,
out. Taking him 10 games, doubling my kid's score there.
Clinical out.
Mason. All right, here we go. Johnny with the break. He's been hitting this break perfect. I mean, really. Drilling it.
Yep. Just watch the control of the cue ball here.
Yeah, he was holding it. He held the last couple just like he did in 9 ball. Oh, got kicked there, otherwise it was sitting.
Well, it was drifting to the other side rail this time. And then got, big kick.
So he made a couple here, so 2, 4, 6,
Another
8.
10 ball break. Now we should be keeping 10 ball break stats, because that's got to be, 4 or 5 now between the two of them. Kind of remarkable how many times we're making the 10 ball here.
What did I miss? I must have missed something in the chat. Mason's played way better players than John. I assure you he doesn't fear him. That's true. Johnny's just got a reputation. I mean, I don't think that's what's playing into this in any way, shape, or form. I think, sometimes it just happens. I mean, if he's too psyched up, if he's whatever it is. But, I mean, this match is nowhere near over. I mean, I wouldn't count anybody out here. And I don't think that's just because he's my kid. I've just seen the way he's shot. Unless he keeps doing that.
No.
Johnny's going to like this one. There's really no trouble here at all for Johnny. He is a rotation player. He's going to shoot the 2 ball, I think, in the far right corner there. And come up 1 rail up table. Here, let's get you a different angle. Yep. So he's going to shoot there.
Yeah, and he showed you the angle he wants on the 3. It's actually what looks surprisingly steep. But
yeah, he almost got behind it. Yeah, I don't know. He's close, I can tell you.
Yeah, he's shooting at it, so he's okay.
Jason Roselle, you monster, you $20 going to our juniors. Thank you very much for that.
Not really quite sure why he wanted that angle. I mean, I think he was playing a lot of inside English to zip over and get to the side rail and play the 4 the long way.
Maybe, I don't know.
There it is.
Yeah, but
you'd think that would have been easier by being a little bit straighter.
You just don't want to see Johnny start freewheeling, I can tell you that. If Johnny starts just getting up and freewheeling balls, it's no fun to watch if you're the opponent.
No, but for the viewing public, that is what they want to see.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
See Johnny freewheeling, which is what we came to watch. You know, both these players have had unforced errors. We'd love to have seen a match where they're both playing perfect, but he hasn't got good on this 5 ball. He wasn't really perfect on the 4 ball, and that's because he wasn't really perfect on the 3 ball.
Try and stick him here behind the 9, or down table all the way.
Oh, that's a good shot.
I think Mason's got it though. I think he left him the
He
window.
left a little cut, did he?
Yeah, I think almost perfect, really.
All right.
Hard to really tell, but at minimum, Mason will have a swing at a safety here. So
Mason needs to make something with this. If he gets going here, Mason can explode into this match and come back.
it's a good shot. And is he going to come
Where's the
out?
10 ball going?
Yeah,
All right.
might go actually.
He's calling the bank shot.
Oh, he called the bank on the 6.
Yep. And there is a potential safety here,
Why,
but those
he's
banks
playing
go
short.
short, don't they? That's what happened to the last one. He did have an opportunity to play a safety there, right, but so close to the 10 like that. But he opted to fire at it, as is his way.
Yeah, sometimes it pays, sometimes it doesn't. If he keeps doing that, though, Johnny's going to sit here and just punish him. I mean, he won't. I mean, I have a lot of faith that Mason will recover and come back here. But at the moment, he's about to go down 11 games to 5 to Johnny in this race to 18. Look at how great they're doing. All these viewers, thank you guys very much. Appreciate you guys joining MH and myself in the booth here at the Mad Apple Xstream and Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company. We're in Appleton, Wisconsin, if you don't know where we're from. Give a shout out, let us know where you're from. I saw a few there earlier telling us where everybody was from, so jump in, let us know where you're from, maybe even what the pool room you play out of. Yeah, I mean, I grew up in that environment, Beavis, but kind of. I don't see this as nerves for Mason. I've seen him play absolute champions and hold up, you know what I mean? So, if anything, he's got to understand that he's got to give it 110% all the time when he's competing like this.
Yeah.
Because these guys want to win too.
Yeah, he went down to Derby City and he made it into the money in all 3 tournaments, the banks, the one pocket.
40th in the
ball.
overall. So 40th out of 400 and however many players in the overall.
Yeah,
So.
he got beat by Ephraim Reyes in the bank tournament.
Oh, that's who that is. Jeez.
Who's that?
Oh, hey, thanks, Surf Topics, for the subscription. So that's Taylor. That is
T-Cool?
our very own commentator,
Yeah.
Taylor Collar.
How are you doing, Taylor? So you were in here today, weren't you, playing pool? Said hello to me, I think.
He's not still here, is he? Milwaukee says thanks for the stream. I say thanks for Milwaukee.
And Taylor just ran a successful tournament, I hear, a couple of weekends ago.
Yeah, he didn't run
Raising-
it, but they ran the tournament. It was his thing for raising money
Yeah,
for.
they raised a good bunch of money for Ronald McDonald.
Yep, because they utilize that service along with a lot of other people, so that's great.
Taylor wants to be in the commentary box when
Sergio plays.
Sergio, yeah. I paused there. I didn't know if you.
I don't know if I'm
we've
giving up my
announced that yet,
seat.
but Sergio's playing next
I'll
week.
tell you, that was a pretty good shot there
Well-
by Johnny to push that 4 in front of the side pocket like he did.
And we do have a third seat now, not in the box, but in the little room round. So I mean,
Right, we can always put MH there.
yeah, shove me in the little room.
Taylor's so animated. The more you can get him on camera, the better.
Oh yeah, he's prettier than me anyway.
Now you're pushing it. Well, now I don't know what to say.
Well, it's all relative, isn't it? Really, two fat ugly guys. Which one's prettier?
Right. John said thanks for the stream, and he said great matchup tonight. And John, we're talking about is the one and only John Kramer from the Wisconsin Billiard Hall of Fame, the man who is preserving single-handed. Oh, okay, it's not single-handed. The man who's helping to preserve Wisconsin's pool and all of our pool heroes here in the state. He started our Hall of Fame, which has just been a incredible success. Up in October here, he's got. I'm not going to try and guess what annual it is, but it's over at the Carom Room, Cole's Carom Room in Beloit. And always a real nice banquet dinner, all that good stuff. Careful here. Sent that 7 ball to not a great spot.
Yeah, so he's got to kind of go around the back of the 10 ball now and shoot the 7 into this long corner, perhaps, or the same pocket he's shooting the 6 in now. He's digging down, so he might be drawing and not going around the 10. Oh, he played a bank shot.
I don't know. He still ended up long on that ball.
Yeah.
He's got the edge of it, though, so he can see it. He can make it. I'll say that much. You got 2 rails back and forth, shoot the 8 in the same pocket.
It's kind of surprising, that shot. You know, usually you take the bank shot if it's a nice little stop shot and gives easy position. He's got to wend backwards and forwards across the table. Nudge the 8 ball nicely. Maintain good control.
Bill Larson says, "Hi guys, MH. He's still loving that how tip you installed for him, as am I."
Yeah, and you know what, Bill? After I put 2 of them on at the state tournament, I believe, and he came back and he said how much he loved them, and because of what you said about them, I put one on my own cue, and I love it too.
Perfect. So, Surf Topic says, "I played Mason in Vegas CSI 9-ball tournament 2020. He was such a nice guy, and he cleaned my clock 7-2 in the second round. He went as far in that one as losing to Jesus. Is it Jesus or Jesus?
Jesus.
Jesus. And I won't try the last name because I'm horrible at it. I should know those better, but I don't. Jesus was just under a 720 back then.
Antonicchio.
Where'd you say you were from, Beavis? Keep sharing, guys. We got some great numbers for this match, as well we should. You got some great pools so far. And looking for quite a bit more. When somebody is shooting as consistently as John is right now, the problem that you have is your opportunities are few and far between. And if you get one that's not really an opportunity, it's tough to get that rhythm back. You know, I mean, like, okay, he's at the table now.
He's got to do something smart here.
Right, you got to,
Can't just
you
whack
got
at it and hope for another chance. And that is
that
not
was
very
not
good.
it. Yeah. Boy, that is just not him. He is out in his head right now.
Yep, the Little John fans out there are loving this, and there's a lot of them out there. I know every time Little John plays, there's always people flocking to watch. He's just one of those players you want to watch. But for the Mason fans, they need to see something happen pretty quick here. Now this is a complex little situation. Beautiful little cut shot in the side. And that was such a steep angle into the side pocket, that shot. Still tough to see a window here. It looks like between the 8 and the 9. And yeah, he's pointing his stick to show you where he wants to be now. And he's not straight on the 2, so he can't just draw back onto it. He's got to follow to the rail and hit this with just the right speed. This is when they're always telling you don't cut across the target zone. Well, sometimes you have to, and that's what he's doing. He's drawing it, but he's still got to... Okay, so drawing into the wider part of the target zone. That was a good shot. That made a lot of sense. At this end of the target zone, it's bigger. And his draw shot just went right into it. You just... No, and after the first 2 shots, a complex position resolves itself into a simple position.
Just about perfect there.
Just deciding whether he wants to be straight on the 8 or whether he wants an angle to go to the side rail. Just draw back straight back for another straight draw shot. And just control the speed of this drawback. Yeah,
Beavis says Oregon. You must be behind a little bit. You might want to hit the little live button there, Beavis. Oregon. Because now I forgot already what we were talking about.
Yeah, and he's so clinical, Little John, isn't he? He plays great patterns. And he's got such good control of his cue ball.
Absolutely. I mean, it's what makes Johnny what he was and is, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, he truly is a master player.
Oregon's not that far away. You should come. We got a hotel. Fred Renner. Good to see you, buddy. Well, 12 games to 5. Johnny closing in. Did he mark that last one? Is it 12 or is it 13? It's got to be close.
Yeah.
One of those.
Still, it's a long race to 18. But the finish line is not that far out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
well, and, you know, something we're not used to in these matches, too, is Johnny is talking over here to the bleachers. You know what I mean? Normally they're sitting. So that's another difference, you know, when you're playing a guy as popular as Johnny.
Yeah.
You got guys yapping and chatting. That's not necessarily an environment.
They always sit in the bleachers that's not in camera. It always look. You say that and you look at that absolute empty bleacher over there with one guy sitting next to it. But no, we've got a good group of people assembling, and that usually happens when Little John plays. But winner breaks format, we're not writing Mason off yet because he does have the firepower to rip through some racks and take control. What he needs, and I know he's had a few already, is a nice chance. Good beginner. Little John may not give it to him.
Remind yourself, listen to Big Earl Fields, and never bet against Johnny. Yeah, Jeremy says Mason can run out just like LJ. He just has to get going. I agree.
Yeah.
Florence, or yeah, that's not that far away. That's what I was saying. I mean, we got a hotel. It's not like we wouldn't have someplace for you to stay when you got here.
So Little John's acting like he doesn't like that shot. I thought it was a nice little stun around
He
that
was trying
six
to
ball.
break the 9-10. He wanted to get up a little bit higher. You get up another 3 inches and you play over, break the 9-10, you got the 3 and you're out. Now he's got problems.
Right. He wanted to be on the other side of the 2 ball to break it with the 2. Yeah. He wanted to just cross over past straight.
Look over his shoulder, see what he's
he
actually looking at.
wanted to break it with the 2, but...
Well, now he might have determined that 9-10 is probably trapped far enough into the hole that he can just play the combination.
yeah, and sort of play it, throw it a little bit.
I don't mind that shot. I think he's got enough.
No, he doesn't like it.
Okay.
And that's a great shot. He knew that by tapping the 9,
Didn't help him.
He's got position. No, right. It
Helped him a little.
He's not out of the woods yet, but he knew tapping the 9 he'd end up a nice shot on the 5. So it's a nice big gap between the 9 and the 10, and if he can get the cue ball in between them, obviously he can shoot the 9 ball up. Combination obviously can be made.
Dog the 8 says, "Hi guys, thanks for the stream. Saw Mason play in Newton. What is that? ND. You don't know. You're from
ND,
England.
that's a state, is it?
Yeah, it's a state.
New Delaware.
Yeah, that's a. I should know. I feel stupid that I don't know, but you can't know everything.
There's only 50 states, right?
Yeah.
You don't know all?
No. Well, I know all the states. I don't know what the abbreviations are. I mean,
ND.
they don't always make sense.
That's
that
not
one's
a-
going to be
that's-
so obvious. It's
that's
just
not a
stupid.
state.
Somebody will tell me.
It's a
Anyways,
city. I bet it's a city.
he played much better than he is so far tonight. He's struggling a bit. I would agree. It happens. I mean, I still think he plays like lights out 90% of the time I watch him, 99% of the time. But Johnny's a tough cookie. I mean, Criminy,
Let's see how he deals with this, because he's obviously run out of position here.
it's about as Wisconsin as he get. Criminy,
Criminy.
Hey.
You're there, he.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Thanks, Jeremy. He's like, I can't believe he didn't give me like this slap the forehead thing.
North Dakota,
yeah.
didn't we know? We just wanted to know if
Now,
you
if you would have said
remembered.
SD, that one I would have got because I've been there. Johnny trying to bank it and short like the
Another
other.
short bank shot.
Dog the 8's a subscriber, which
Okay.
we greatly appreciate.
So, got to come up with some clever plan here, because we're still not a gimme with that where that 9 ball is. So leave himself a nice angle on the 8. Is that too much angle?
No, I think he's good here. He floats his
He's
ball.
just trying to get in between.
Yeah. Well, he hit her hard.
Oh, I thought he was going to hit him. Why did he do that?
I don't know. He's freewheeling a little
It's
bit
like
right
he had
now.
too
I
much
think.
angle to stay there.
I can see. So I've known my kid obviously forever, so I can see a little bit of
Right.
frustration.
He's still got a
shining.
chance here. He needs a really, really good shot. It's either got to be a great cut shot or a great bank shot.
MH, please do not attempt the Wisconsinese accent.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Hi there, I'm Pete Petoniak.
Oh, Harriet Micheloni, he's peeping in. He says,
If anybody's watching, just peep in here. Just say hi.
"Just say hi." That's Johnny Fields checking in the booth. Last time we had a bank pool tournament, probably shouldn't have been in the booth that night.
And he plays safe.
Maybe we'd like to get a little more
He's
distance.
daring
Johnny's firing right now. I think he's
Little
going to
John.
fire this right in the hole.
Yep. And he's not even going to bank it, is he? He's just cut it right in.
Yeah, and it's natural shape here. He doesn't even have to hit it hard. Yeah, that's what he's
Look at
looking
that.
out for. Yeah.
That shows you he leaves nothing to chance. He's cutting the 9 ball in, going 1, 2, 3 rails, and making sure he doesn't end up in the side pocket. And
Either side pocket
and there's the first side pocket he's jacking.
and the corner.
So we leave nothing to chance here. Like a really great player, we're not going to guess. And he's right. Both those side pockets do seem close to being in play.
Well, Mason was obviously trying to push that ball all the way down to the end rail and not leave it out a diamond and a half out.
What a tough shot this is.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. So Mason gets a reprieve. Not a gimme.
to the bank.
Let's see if we can do something.
Cross-side bank is what he should be playing here, and if you're going to play anything, it's speed and long.
Yeah, and he's been whacking at a lot of these balls and hitting them hard, so
I hope he doesn't
let's
do
see
that
if he finesses
here.
this in. There you go.
There
He
you
plays.
go.
He had one good shot left in him. And that doesn't mean this 10 ball is automatically
Still
in.
a
You've still,
tester here,
still
I'll
got to
tell you
focus
that.
it in. It went in. That was a
There you go.
3 nipple shot.
That looked like a foul if the 9 was resting on the rail. Oh, he's talking. Yeah, I don't know if it was.
What does that mean?
He's trying to. Well, he's not real happy with all the people causing a ruckus over here next to him.
Mason?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's just not the intention of this match. You know what I mean? Like it's
No.
not a.
And Little John's happy to and fine to chat with them. Yeah, it's not going to help Mason. But ultimately, he needs to be able to ignore everything.
Correct. Yep.
Can't blame anyone else. They're not there to put him off. They're there to watch this match.
Well, I know, but when you're interacting with players, that's why when you go to tournaments, you know, I mean, that really should be part of this criteria here. Is the players should be separate. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why they wear earphones or earplugs.
Yeah, I mean, because that is distracting to the other player, you know, and I'm not making excuses by any means. Mason's a grown man that plays some really exceptional pool at times, but I just think from a standpoint of keeping this professional, I think we have to make sure the player interaction with other people is limited during the match.
I like to wear those little memory foam earplugs.
Yeah.
And I was playing against Matt Strong one time in the BCA state tournament, and he noticed that I had them in, and he came over and he complained. He said, "Look, that's illegal. You're not allowed to wear earplugs."
Yeah.
And I've actually got hearing loss and sensitive ears.
Yeah, what do they call that? I always lose track of that. He's got to be careful here. I don't like this shot much.
So I took
Well
him
hit.
out, and then as we kept playing, I snuck him back in. First, I went over and talked to the tournament directors and asked them if they cared, and they said they didn't really care. So I put him back in again. Okay, Mace, this is a touchy little shot. There you go. That's a nice shot.
And that's, I mean, not saying anything. This is one rack. He hasn't even completed it yet, but this is the part for me that I've seen mature in Mason is the ability to come back and then play a pretty perfect rack after making the mistakes that he has so far.
Yep.
And then to come back and hit everything just spot on.
So if he's going to really get back into this match, he needs to get a ball on the break and a nice shot and maybe have a chance to run a rack or two.
Yeah, I mean, right now he's down 6 games, right? So it's not a huge deficit, especially when it's winter break. Just needs to regain his focus here and get something moving.
Yeah, and it's one rack at a time. So the key here is if he can win this next rack, it's all going to start to feel a little bit better.
Everybody here, I appreciate you being here, and what a great match to join us for. These guys are both kind of playing their heart out. We've had, we should look at the stats page. Chris does such a good job of that. And we'll take a look at that since this is going to be a look for a second here.
So he makes a ball on the break, kind of loses the cue ball down table, and immediately chooses to jump. And pops that one ball in like it was easy. That needs a
You're gonna
replay,
get-
Kendall. You hit the button.
Well, and he ended up with a bank shot possibly here. Nope.
And for the first time, a bank goes long.
Let's go over, take a look here at the numbers. Unforced errors, we got Mason taking the lead at 15. Unforced errors 13 for John. 7 balls on the break compared to 17, but quite a few more breaks in fairness for that number.
Yeah.
3 break and runs by Johnny and only 1 by Mason so far. And 8 safeties played by Mason and 6 by Johnny. So, Chris G, great job with all those numbers.
And the problem for one of the, a very quick player is when your opponent's up at the table, it seems to take a lot longer, and you don't feel like you get much table time. It's a nicely controlled little stun back.
Just enough on that ball. So he should stay on the right side of the 10 ball here, coming up for the 6. Well, he went around it. What do I know?
Kind of safer and more natural that way, isn't it?
I don't like that shot. I end up behind the 8 on that shot because I overstroke it down table. But when you play everything dead spot on, I guess. Yeah, I agree with that, Beavis. Mason needs to deal with distractions, and I think he is. I mean, I'm not, like I said, I'm not here to make any excuses. I think Mason's playing fine. He's just missing some.
No, and it's a friendly crowd. I mean, Little John's got a lot of fans.
Yeah.
But they all know Mason too, and it's a friendly crowd.
I agree. Johnny about to go up to 14. Going to be doubling the score for Mason.
Yeah, and when he plays it, just makes it look simple, doesn't he?
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, that's the way it's supposed to look. That's the way it looked all day when I was watching Mason today. And then you get in the match, and I mean, sometimes that is just the way it is. You know, one guy's got to win. But Mason's making a lot of mistakes that I don't typically see him make, so. We'll give a quick shout out to our sponsors. Make sure we give them a thank. We got Queued Up, great billiard podcast by our friend Nate Mindham, Erickson Auto Trim, Billiard Hall of Fame. I told you about John already. Cutthroat Q Sports, my friend Brad, Christensen Heating and Cooling, obviously P Shower Custom Cues, Popolock. No pool players ever locked their keys in their car in the history of pool tournaments, I'm sure. But he's a good guy to know if you do. Brownie's Carpet and Upholstery, and of course the Clarion Inn, which is where we put you guys up when you come here and play this match. So,
and Nate Midham made it to the final of his own tournament, the Queued Up tournament that was here last weekend, right? Or was that the weekend before?
He did.
And he got beat in the final by the man. Not at the table.
Goodness.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
He got beat by Little John in the final.
Oh, and then the 110 is set up here for Johnny.
Okay.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, Mason's helping him.
Yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't have thought about it.
Mason's giving away all the secrets.
Yeah, this is just really not like Mason right here. But it's like everything. It's an experience. Let's see, we got a bunch of talk here. Sorry. There is always that. So the question is basically, is there a game within the game?
He must have misscored that previously. It was 13 and now it's 15. He may have just forgotten to score the previous one. But if you go back, you'll see.
Yeah, because it was 14. Remember I said he doubled it up? So he did. He missed the last one. So
he didn't score it.
It is now 15-7 is correct. Yeah. All right. Well, it's getting to a point where Mason's really got to start making something happen, or as Randy just noted in there, it's just not Mason's day.
But
Sure,
gotta
watching
put all
back,
that-
he'll appreciate all the comments of people saying that he's just not playing the way they're used to seeing him play. Not that he needs to hear that, because I'm sure he already knows that. Sometimes he just...
And it's best to put all that aside for Mason and just think about this rack here. Let's just get out of this one.
Yeah. I'm still not
Haven't
giving
done
up
them
on him.
very
I
good.
mean, I've seen him play enough that I know what he's capable of.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to sound like the eternally hopeful dad over here, you know. But I do know how he plays.
Did he get a kick on that one? Oh, it's amazing that ball fell in. I don't know if he's getting heavy contacts. That one was a little heavy too.
And he's just got to work his way through it. I mean, it is what it is. Everybody's been there. I've been down in matches where I didn't, feel like you're playing great, and then a couple of things happen. Next thing you know, you find yourself down at 1.5 times the other guy's score.
Yep. So here's the shot you got to control. You almost want a slightly more angle on this, don't you, to make it simple?
Yeah, it's just a draw. Oh, he went
So
to...
it takes an extra rail.
Well, at least it didn't scratch off the 10 in the corner. That would have
Very
really
nice.
told you your night was done. Good out there by Mason. Finish it out. What a great group of people we got watching us here tonight. Make sure you chime in. Let us know where you're from. We only got 1 or 2 people that did that before. Bill Larson, 1 ball at a time, 1 game at a time. Patience is a key.
That's
It is
right.
for sure.
So let's see if he gets a good break here. Needs to make a ball. Needs to get a shot on the one. Try and control the cue ball to the middle of the table. He's got the moose head.
But he really did have his break working just great.
Yeah.
I can just tell right there that rack followed through way too much.
Yeah, a massive amount of follow, so he's not
Yeah.
striking quite the way he thinks he is or where he wants
Yeah.
to.
Somebody had asked about the bridge again. We explained it earlier. And he really had it working well, but he said he feels like when he puts power into it, if you're using your bridge hand, you allow that to kind of slide forward when you put power in it, where this doesn't move. It's solid. So he felt like he was getting better contact doing that. Made sense to
Little
me.
Z-bank safety here. And not a Z-bank. Okay, just spin down behind those balls.
Yeah, so that's a diamond safety. You used to play those on valleys, not like that. Mason got the jump cue out already.
Yeah, and the tough thing about this is keeping the cue ball on the table after you're done.
And he did. And needs to get a roll. And instead he sets up the 110 combination. Possibly.
He did it again. He put the cue ball right in position for that 110. This one's not quite as
I don't know if
obvious.
Johnny's going to fall for that one.
He does. He's not. It's definitely makeable, that 110, but...
Yeah, I don't know if you're shooting that, though.
And honestly, if I was playing, because I'm not as good as him, I probably would be shooting the 110. But he plans on picking these balls out and getting nice. The 6 ball's really only if he wanted to get on. 2 balls up. 2 ball has to go into a side pocket, so even this first shot.
There we go. Kevin from Plover, Wisconsin. Happy you joined us. Is there anywhere to play pool over in Plover?
Bloover.
What's around Plover? It must just be, I would guess, bars. Trying to even picture Plover is that like Sheboygan-ish area?
So this is not a gimme
Know
run.
my state.
Yeah, of course that.
Merrill, what's going on? Jared Schmidt.
He'd like to play a little draw shot here, but he's froze on the side rail.
Lost the 3
So
times.
he is
there.
going to draw this. Look at the angle of his cue, at least what he was thinking of.
That's he said his favorite player is Larry Neville. That's a Larry Neville shot right there. Jack straight up and down and just draw it back. Let's see if he's got it in him tonight to do that.
Yeah, and he just took a little look to say, I don't even have to come back that far. Just back a hair. Because it's going to be stunning down that way, and almost a stun shot is just fine. Fairly gentle stun shot. Too much.
Yeah.
It's tough, really.
It's the first
to stun
mistake
that
I've seen Johnny make in a long
soft
time,
enough.
honestly. Let's see. So we got some more people chiming in. Sun's out. He's in. What did he say it was again? My God. I swear I'm not this dumb. Well,
So
maybe I am.
He's called the 3 ball in the corner pocket, just sneaking it past the 5. He's obviously got a Kick at it.
Point, that's right. Plover and point. No hit there. Mason would love to be set up with a 110 combination.
Well,
But
the
I'm
310.
pretty sure he'll take the run out here anyways.
Yeah.
I don't like that angle.
Yes.
He'll be all right here.
Says
I
he
mean,
didn't want to shoot the 4 in the side pocket.
Jeez, kid, what are you doing today? Yeah, this is...
Yeah, Little John is going to punish him for that.
Well, he doesn't even have to, because I'm sure Mason's probably doing enough of that for himself.
Yeah, so here's a good question. What angle do you like on the 7?
I
get back to
personally
the-
like to come all the way down here against this rail. Yeah, just
Yeah,
like that.
sure.
So now he's going to play 2 rails around. 2, if not 3.
Yeah.
Doesn't hurt you to kind of spin this a little bit, end up between the
Make sure you,
pockets.
you're going to make sure you go wide enough to go into that 3rd rail and not scratch in the corner.
Yeah, just like that. That's you couldn't hit that much better.
Yeah, and you're almost hoping you don't end up straight, and he's not, so he's fine. You can spin this around.
Well, I definitely used all of the pocket for that shot, but good shot, key shot. Once again, Johnny doubling up on the score, 16-8. Take a quick look again at that 8 ball. Watch it in the pocket. It almost doesn't want to go. See it? It's about 4 rails deep in. Let's see, Harold. Who's next week's challenge? I'm not announcing anymore. I'm not. I'm done.
Well, we
I
did mention
decided-
it once already.
No, we did. Well, I'm not mentioning it again because that won't happen either then. Every time I've announced the prior week, the opponent has called me on Thursday and told me they aren't going to show up.
And that was Frankie this week.
Hey, I wasn't calling out names
Oh,
here.
well, I just did.
Well,
I didn't use his last name, though, did I?
slid away on that 4 ball. Yeah. It's crazy to watch right now. I've been there. I'm not going to. This is hard enough to watch my kid play the way I know he doesn't want to be playing right now.
So 8-16, he's doubled up again.
Yep.
Seen that a few times in this match. And the finish line at 18, looming ahead.
Yeah, 2 games. I mean, that's going to be tough to keep Johnny from getting those 2 games. You better stay control of the table the whole way.
We haven't seen any packs of racks run. They both had a run or 2, but not in a row.
Hoping for the one on the side here. Well, I mean, for Mason, he's got to be at a point where he either, goes for it,
He's got to just let rip, doesn't he?
Yeah. Nothing to lose stroke. That's what you shoot here. Again, Johnny's made very few mistakes tonight, and even when he's made some, well, there.
What
As
did
I
you
look-
just say?
Is he gonna? I knew he was gonna do
Oh,
this. too.
no, really?
No, this is okay.
He's going to play the
He'll
tempo?
probably fire this in.
Oh, my God.
He's a better combo player than I am by far.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
Made that look easy.
yeah.
There's a lot of distance between those balls.
He's the one that always told me when we were playing, he's like, I don't know why everybody's so scared of combos, as he's just drilling combos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I got him
All right.
on a rope lined up, and I can't seem to put him down. So, thank everybody for joining us here tonight. So far, great match. I'm sure Mason would think otherwise and take back a few of the shots that he's had. But I think it's been a great battle so far. I think Johnny's played some good pool when Mason's made the mistakes. It's definitely taken advantage and showed him he can't do that. But I've seen Mason in tougher situations and come back out of it too. So this one's pretty tough though.
Yeah, and he hasn't really been controlling the cue ball, and so you kind of have to rely on getting lucky on the break.
I knew I liked you. It says mash the like button. We need more awesome live pool to watch. Thanks from the left coast.
The left coast.
Yeah, it's the one on the left side over there.
That'd be west, would it?
West it is, yeah. If you're facing the map. Depends on if you're looking at down at the ground or up at the sky.
From the Canadians' point of view, it's the other way, isn't it?
Maybe. All right, let's see. I've been sharing to the pool groups. Downfall is sometimes it takes 2 or 3 hours for them to approve the post. What are these people thinking? It's all right, though. It still gets them there, so thank you, guys. Well, not much to look at here. Let's take a look at the top view. Just see what he's...
Well, he's having a good old think about this.
Yeah, he's going to kick the end rail, I think. Oh, he's playing a push out. We'll watch it from here. Pushes out. He leaves the edge of the ball, I believe.
Boy, if he does, that's a super thin edge. One thinks really the shot would be 2 rails behind it and try and stick behind it. Oh, no. We'll find out. You're right. He's got an edge. So this is exactly what he had in mind when he played that push.
A little bit fortunate
I'm not sure
there,
about
but
that. I mean, he played it like it actually went, and if it did, why wouldn't Mason have shot
yeah, I
it?
don't know why he's going to play this ball. Well, I guess if he gets up top, but that's smarter. I'm glad to see him do that, you know. Frustration tells you just start firing at stuff like that,
Yeah.
but when you have an opportunity, you got to...
The problem with it is this is a kickable ball.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You got to get off the 8, though. So you got to kick it hard enough that you get above the 7 ball here. Patrick, he's not going to take offense to that. He called it the left coast. Johnny tries to give her a kick and instead gives Mason an opportunity here. So see if Mason can take advantage of this shot. Very aggressive and
Turned
very
out nice.
successful shot.
He's got himself a chance.
Well, that was a little bit perfect, really.
A little bit perfect. Is that really what you were just about to say?
Well, as I watched it again on the overhead on our instant auto replay,
Yeah, he doesn't mind that shot, does he?
well, I tell you, just watching him, I can tell he's just an inch or so short on everything he's shooting, kind of. And just making every shot just a little awkward, so that's what's making him rattle some of these balls that he's been doing.
Yeah, and he's just freewheeling us now. I felt like saying, just hang on, you're going to kick into that 8 ball. Think this through. What? If you get out, no one can say you did it the wrong way. Almost froze on this ball. It still goes. Oh, that's just
Good
lovely.
speed.
All
there,
right.
too.
I don't know if it.
Oh,
if
maybe
he's
a little hard. I mean, that's what I'm used to watching, to be honest with you. So it's just it is a rough match here. I think get it to 10 here, back to 6 games apart.
Yeah, he just wants
Like
to keep
see
on
him
going.
make a run at this.
Don't think too much about what you're trying to do here.
Florence, Oregon, beautiful.
At 10-16, that doesn't even sound that bad, but if he loses one more rack, LJ will be on the hill. So a lot comes down to the break here. We really haven't seen a lot of Mason in this match.
Makes a ball. Has a shot. 2 ball hanging.
All right, that's what he needs.
Yeah, a few more like that.
The only issue, the 6 ball has kind of got a half a pocket.
Yeah, I don't know where this fight was earlier. I mean, this is the Mason I'm used to watching. I mean, I'm not really even concerned about him this rack.
This is kind of how I felt in my Knights match. I've been, you know, on Sundays I've been playing in the Knights matches and been behind a couple of times. And that just gets you sort of into sort of, I don't want to say anger mode, but sometimes you play better a little bit like that. You say, hang it. I mean, he's just letting these.
Oh, there's a good roll.
Yeah, right.
That one he'll take for sure.
He's not planning everything. He's just wants to bang these balls in, and
that's a good shot.
He's getting trust. Oh,
maybe
is it?
Not.
Is it? And all those, you know, here's the thing: you can only roll the dice so many times, and you are going to get lucky some of them.
Yeah, that's.
And that was a good shot. That was just.
I honestly felt like he was going to make that just because of the bank video he just showed me. Well, good job getting it to 11.
Well, the last 2 racks, a blink of an eye.
Sure, he makes me wait for my I don't give up on him comment. Till,
you bet. No, and he's definitely not giving up.
All right, let's take a look at that kick shot again. He kind of got behind there, never blinked an eye. He just got up and shot the ball in. Second rail, so for those of you who don't kick a lot, you got to consider that. Second rail opens it up when it's off the rail that little bit. Makes it a lot bigger pocket.
One thing I'll say for Mason, he doesn't paralyze himself with over-analysis, does he? And I'm not saying he should. Contrast to little John, who plans absolutely everything. Now, you can feel your way. It's kind of like playing speed chess. You feel your way into getting good at it without calculating everything. You use your instinct.
One, two, three. Didn't make one. 2. Nope, didn't make one. Left him behind the 9. Well, don't go anywhere yet, guys. This could get interesting.
Another push out.
Yeah, it's a smart shot here. There's no real direct line to a hit. Johnny hoping Mason just gets overly aggressive.
Yeah, and this is one you have to take because there's too many ways to hook your opponent. Not necessarily easy from there. It's tough to get behind the 7 and control this. Yeah, and that's...
Pretty sure he didn't play that inside.
Yeah. That's the difference between 10 ball and 9 ball.
No balls tied up. I mean, that's the biggest thing here, I think. Got to watch where you push the 9 here when you move it, if you move it.
Yeah, and he's just pointed to where he thinks he's going to get the cue ball, and one looks at this steep angle on this draw shot.
Oh, I see. He's going backwards.
Oh, he's going to the other pocket.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Going around
2 rails, and he's going to end up straight on the 3. Well, I'm not sure if that was exactly the line he was planning.
I'll tell you what, if he would have bumped that 9 there, he didn't have much. So he's going to bump this forward. Well, maybe he's coming back, I guess. Yeah, I think you're going to see Johnny get to the hill here.
There you go, yeah. He unpicks them nicely. He's got to get a shot on the 5. Oh, okay, 5, yeah.
Yeah,
Sorry.
5 to 6 is okay. He's going to tap it forward. Like so, leaving a perfect angle to come up table for the 7.
Get on the side rail for the 7.
Yeah, I like that angle anytime. Just gives you so many options.
Yeah, you can just roll out.
Yeah.
Spin around.
New spot you just put on, just kind of rolled that ball over sideways a bit.
Mm-hmm. Nice shot.
Johnny Fields, our current king, taking her to the hill here after these last couple balls, unless something outrageous might happen, which it will not. Mason's only hope, a 7-game streak he needs to win this match, as Johnny Field takes it to the hill.
Yep. If Johnny breaks good here, Mason may not shoot.
Happy with that. Well, that's Ryder over there. That's who's sitting there. We figured out who the feet are.
Oh. Oh, good old Larry Ryder.
Good old Larry Ryder is right. Well, cue ball got kicked around a lot. Made a ball. Take a look at the overhead here. Good stuff. Please keep keeping on. We are doing that for sure. All we need are likes, shares, and we don't even really need the donations, but we use that for our juniors programs and things of the sort. So anytime you do that super chat or any of that stuff, that's what we use that money for.
We use that for our drugs and alcohol program. And we need it because drugs and alcohol are expensive.
Jeez, you're horrible. Unbelievable. Obviously a joke. You know there's no such thing as jokes anymore.
Well,
Right? You understand that?
I quit.
People are just way too sensitive. You can't even joke about that stuff. They'll think it's real.
Well,
we're gonna get hate mail. Like, you guys are horrible individuals. Watch what happens.
Land of the free. What are you talking about? That's why I came here. Instead of the oppressive royal monarchy that I came from.
Right, that's what I was thinking. All right, Johnny with the 5 ball here is just going to tap the 3 ball in a position to make it next, which he did.
I would like to point out that was a joke.
Perfectly for this foreign side. Maybe he's going to go forward 4 in the opposite corner. Yeah, just like that. I don't know what happened there, but the magic of television.
So he's got to get
Perfect.
above the 6 ball somehow.
I'm not sure what he's doing. Yeah.
There you go.
Finish her off with a cross bank, or is he going to run this down the rail?
Looks kind of like a double kiss on that bank shot, doesn't it? Or you think you can get
No,
the
you
cue ball
draw this. The scary part here is if you do draw it, you don't draw the cue ball into the side pocket right alongside it.
He is going to bank it.
Yeah, so you just got to hold the cue ball and not draw it too far. No, he went straight forward. Good shot.
Straight in the pocket. What are we talking about?
Made it look easy. Well, folks, this could be it. 3 balls to go, and you're going to see Johnny move on and keep on keeping on, as just said by somebody.
Well, another impressive performance by Little John.
Played great.
He's going to plan on staying king of the hill for quite some time.
Yep, great shooting there by Johnny.
Handshake.
And handshake to end it off. And we want to make sure we thank you guys for joining us here tonight. Let's take a look at those final stats before you guys take off. We got the by the numbers that Chris G was working so hard at. And let's take a quick look here. So we got 17 unforced errors apiece, which is surprisingly even. 9 balls, so half the balls on the break. So 18 to Little John, 9 to Mason. Breaking runs, we only had 3 by Johnny and only 2 by Mason, so that's a little surprising.
It's interesting how symmetrical some of those numbers are, surprisingly, except for the balls on the break.
Yep.
And it's the timing of the unforced errors. You know, sometimes you make an unforced error, your opponent makes an unforced error, and you get it back and it didn't count. You know, it didn't hurt. And that's really
what it comes down to.
What the difference is there.
Well, there's criteria. I don't know it. Don't ask me to say it. I couldn't even figure out what ND meant. But Chris G, I asked him how we're going to determine these things. He said, there's rules, and he's all about the rules and making sure that he's judging them correctly.
Definitely gray areas there, isn't there?
Yeah, not too many, though. I was really surprised at the definitions that he gave me for the criteria of what makes what. But anyway, so we really want to thank you guys for joining us. It's always a pleasure every Friday to see so many people come out and enjoy some great pool and just get together and enjoy our sport. So thank you guys for joining us.
And we've got a lot of pool coming up. On Sunday, we've got, starting with the Queens match, we've got the Jesters match.
Do you think Ray from Nowhere is out there? Ray, we're going to play this for you. Ready?
Every ball is a rail.
That's just for Ray. I got another one for Ray, though. You want to hear that one?
Yeah, I'll finish saying what I was saying after then.
I know. This is important.
Mad Apple Extreme, the people's stream.
Those are all for our friend Ray Skinner. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying they've got a lot of pool coming up on Sunday. Queens, Knights,
yes,
Jesters. And then next week, Friday, the same time, Little John will be taking on another challenger.
Correct. Who we're not going to announce this week because he'll call me up on Thursday and say he's not going to play Frankie Rios. What? Did you say that?
No.
Anyways.
Is that who you...
No, we're good.
Is that who's on the list now?
No, that's who was on the list this week.
This week, yeah.
He's the guy that called up on Thursday. So, all right, guys, thank you very much for joining us. We will see you guys on the other side, and we're out with this.
This is Mad Apple Extreme, live from the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company in Appleton, Wisconsin. Get ready for the extreme in pool entertainment.